Hello, I'm Will Weber. I'm the instructor for your online Math 151 class. I want to take a look at the syllabus just so that you can hear from me as to what I'm expecting from you and get some idea of what the flavor of the course might be. Anyway, here we go. This is Math 151, Fall 26. Prerequisite is Math 142, a C or better. I always like to point out that although the prerequisite is a C or better in Math 142, really you need to know everything from Math 142 and any prerequisite to Math 142. I like to say about calculus that calculus is the best review of algebra you will ever have. We will use every scrap of algebra you've ever learned, and maybe even some you haven't. So you need to brush up on your algebra, you need to brush up on your trig. You need help with some of that? Please ask me. I'm more than happy to give help with the algebra and trig. Anyway, you got to know all of it. Otherwise, it gets really hard. So many calculus problems are one step of calculus and 15 steps of algebra and trig. If you make a problem with your algebra, you think, oh, I don't know how to do calculus. It's like, no, it's the algebra you get a problem with. So anyway, brush up on the prerequisite stuff. As you know, because you're looking at this video, that you've already made it to WAMAP. So we are on WAMAP, not on Canvas this quarter. The course ID 12908 and the enrollment key 151. Anyway, I am Dr. William T. Weber. Generally, I just go by Will. My office is in LDC 221. If you're on the WCC campus, then please stop in if you need some help, or just stop in to chat. Heck, you can see behind me. My office is a pretty fun place. I studied geometry. I build lots of models. I 3D print models nowadays. Anyway, stop by. It's a fun place here. I also have an online office. The link is right here. This is a sort of like an online classroom environment. There's a whiteboard that you can write on, that I can write on. I'll have a microphone going so that you can hear me talk. If you have a microphone, you can turn yours on as well. Likewise, if you have video and you want to either show me your face or show me the work that you've been doing so I can see what it is you're working on. Anyway, got all those possible through this link. The first time you click on it, it's going to ask to download the driver. It's a Java-based thing, so there's might be some security issues. There aren't any security issues, but computers nowadays are a little leery of Java. But anyway, first time takes a little bit longer to get on. Once you've done it one time and you've got the driver, then it comes up pretty quickly. Generally, I try to make sure that I'm logged into my online office when I'm actually in my office, so you can find me either place. If you think that I should be in my online office and I'm not, then please give me a call, send me an email, and say, hey, I'd like to work with you, and you know, sometimes over the phone is not a good way to go, so we'll do the online office, and you know, and I'll log on. To contact me by phone, 360-383-3566. That's the phone right here in my office. Email is wweber@whatcom.ctc.edu. My official office hours are 12:30 to 1:20, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. My teaching schedule is pretty nice in that I've got an early morning class, and I've got one day a week, Tuesdays in the afternoon, an honor seminar, and then this online course. So most of my days are free, and I sit here in my office and do my work. So even though those are my official office hours, certainly there's most of the day, pretty much any day, you can get in touch with me. So the textbook is Calculus, Early Transcendentals, 7th edition by Stewart. The early transcendentals simply is a matter of when do we handle what are called the transcendental functions, logs, exponentials, a few others. Anyway, those are handled in Calc 1, so it's called the early transcendentals version. We will use this textbook for Calc 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's possible that if you stick with the online section, Calc 1, 2, and 3, that in the spring the online section of Calc 3 may supplement or use a majority of another free book. It doesn't cost you anything more. But this textbook should get you through Calc 1, 2, 3, and 4 here at Whatcom. In this course, Calc 1, we cover chapters 2, 3, and 4. Limits, derivatives of all different types of functions, and then applications of derivatives. It's, in some ways, there's really just one main topic which we just use in lots of different ways, the derivative. Course outcomes, list of things that we think you should be able to do by the end of the course. When you're getting ready to study for tests and quizzes and things, this is a good source of things that I and the department think are things you need to know. So probably good chance you're going to be asked about these things. Anyway, I need to grade you. I need to give you a grade at the end of the quarter. So I need to base that on something. So there's various things. One is homework. Homework actually is not part of your grade, but there's two types of homework. To me, homework is what it takes to actually get the grade, whether it's a part of the grade or not. But you know, if you think about anything you can do well, some people, they're really good at playing the piano or skateboarding or juggling or baseball. I don't know. There's lots of different things that people get to be really good at. Whatever it is for you, think about what it took to get that good. Right? I'm guessing it took practice and time. You didn't think about it because you loved doing it. It's just what you love to do anyway. You spent the time, you got better and better and better at it. Math is no different. In order to get good at it, you have to spend time practicing. And that's what homework is. There's two types of homework here. Within the WAMAP page, each section, there will be some problems there for you to try. Those are graded automatically by WAMAP to tell you whether you're right or wrong. You can attempt the problems as many times as you want, and eventually they suggest answers or they tell you the answer. I don't know. But anyway, there's those types of questions, and then there's the questions out of the book. And down here, this table is telling you what sections to do, what problem numbers I think would be good ones to do in each section. So for instance, the first section that we covered, section 2.2, and this is sequence notation for a sequence of problem numbers that I think you should attempt. So 2n plus 1, where n is less than 16. 2n plus 1, think of n as an integer, so 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, any of those, not a half. So let's say n equals 0. So you plug that in. 2 times 0 plus 1 would be 1. I want you to do problem number 1. Take n equals 1. 2 times 1 plus 1, so that would be 3. I want you to do problem number 3. Let n be 2. 2 times 2 plus 1. That would be 5. Do problem number 5. Well, 2n plus 1 actually is all the odd numbers, right? However, I'm telling you to stop at well, n equals 15. So stop, just do it for n less than. So the last one, n less than 16. So the last one is n equals 15. So 2 times 15 plus 1. So that would be problem number 31. So do the odds up to 31 here, right? There's a bunch of 2n plus 1s. Are there anything other? Oh, I see a 4n plus 1 here. Right? That would be every other odd. On 3.9 and 3.3 here, there's no stopping point, so just keep going until you run out of problems. Anyway, so there's those. Each week there's discussions, discussion forums, which we'll discuss actually down here. Might as well bring them up right now. This is part of your grade. Each week there is a discussion. This is a place to ask your questions. You're trying the homework, you run into some problems, you say, hey, problem number 42 on, whatever section, I'm having difficulty. Or, on the WAMAP problem in this section, I'm having some problems, here's what I've done, where am I going wrong? So you ask your questions there. You answer other people's questions there. Maybe someone asks a question of a problem you've figured out how to do, so you can answer that. I will also be answering people's questions there. The discussion here is part of your grade. 10% of your grade is your participation in the discussions. Each week, I expect you to participate in some substantial way. Just saying, yeah, I had that problem too, that's not good enough. But if you ask a question, that's substantial. If you help answer someone's question, that's substantial. Sometimes there aren't any questions out there to answer, and you didn't have any problems with it, so pick one of the problems that you were particularly fond of your answer and say, hey, look, here's how I did this problem. Sometimes people say, hey, I found this video that really helped me out on this problem, and they post that. Put something that's helpful. Questions are helpful, answers are helpful, resources are helpful. So do something. Just to say, oh, thanks, just to have a post, that's not going to get you to the points for that discussion. Right? Participate in the discussion. You have to do it every week. Every week there is a discussion. Anyway, let's see, where are we? Quizzes. Yes, each week there will also be a quiz. They appear generally on Wednesdays during the week. And then you'll have until the end of the week to get them finished. And the end of the week is always Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. when WAMAP shuts down the quiz, right? So there's not really a time limit. You can start it, you can work on it for a little while, go away, come back. But the only deadline is you got to be done by midnight Sunday night. So each week there'll be a quiz on the material from that week. Of all the quizzes, I'll drop the lowest one. And the quizzes total are worth 30% of your grade. Okay. There's 2 midterm exams that happen face-to-face. I have a room reserved. Do I have it written down here? Actually, I do lower down. Let me see, where do I have that written? Because I know I have it written. Classroom meetings. The midterm exam and the final exam are proctored exams that are administered at the college. The dates are October 27, that's the midterm, December 7 is the final, and they will be from 7 to 9 p.m. in Culshan 224. If for whatever reason you have conflicts with that, you can't make it into campus, just let me know and we will find an alternative way to doing it. There's the testing center here, we can put a test in for you and take it there. The department requires of all of our online classes that, I think the number is at least 50% of your grade is based on proctored exams. The quizzes, yes, I need to talk a little more about these quizzes. The quizzes are not proctored, you're taking them on your own. However, I will insist that you do the quizzes by yourself. Homeworks, discuss all you want, get help, talk about it in discussion forum, but on the quiz problems, I don't want to see in the discussion someone saying, hey, problem number 3 on this week's quiz, I'm having trouble with. It's like, no, don't talk about the quiz on the discussions, just do the quizzes yourself, okay? Discussions, homework, whatever, you're certainly working with people. But the midterm exam and the final exam are proctored exams. So you come to those, bring a student ID or ID of some kind so that I can tell that you are who you say you are and that you're enrolled in my class. Yeah, so there's those 2 days that will be on campus. Both of them are in Culshan 224, the midterm and the final exam. The final exam is not comprehensive, it is just a second half of the course. Before my time runs out on this video, I just want to say that although they're listed as 2 hours, 7 to 9, I will not cut you off at the end of 2 hours. Generally, people are done by that time, but I like to make sure people feel like they have plenty of time. We'll probably be there till 10 if I need to for a few people. And I have 15 minutes per video, and my 15 minutes are about to be up for this video, so I'm going to stop right here and come back in the next video.